Alright. So, welcome to the channel. My name's Dizzard. Today we're going to be painting Ronan, and so we're starting out with a nice base coat of dark camel green by Monument Paints, and it's kind of just going to do the whole entire thing, pretty much except for his face and the hammer with this green. Just a nice, I'm going to do like 2 coats of it with this green to get it fully covered. Of course, started off with the Zenithal Prime, or somewhat of a Zenithal Prime anyways, and then just starting with there. So looking up Ronan from the comics, I wanted to base it more off the comics than anything. A lot of it is just a lot of greens, and I like to think I'm pretty decent with my greens, but I will say it was somewhat intimidating going into this just because of how much greens there was and trying to create that contrast. I almost debated on doing the trim and all that in like a cream color just to break it up a little bit, but it turned out pretty good overall. So I can't really complain. So it's been the first little part of this, is getting the nice base coat down, and then we'll be going into a little bit brighter green. I kind of just mixed the jade green in with the regular camo green after that. That's kind of how we got this color here. It's kind of just bringing it up a layer, slightly. It's not really a dry brush, just the next layer up basically. Keeping that dark camo green in the shadows just to have my darkest, just to help with the layers. I will say I really do enjoy this model. I thought it was a lot of fun to paint after I got over the intimidation of so many greens. So, but overall he was quite fun to paint. I love the models that AMD is putting out for this game, and it's also just amazingly fun to play with the game. I've been mostly playing Guardians, and he definitely added to the Guardians in that aspect. Now, so through here, we're just going through with a regular green to do my first layer of highlights. So we kind of did some of those edges that are raised up on the cloth, and then we go through with a little bit of dry brushing. I started doing a little bit of stippling. I was like, I'm just gonna dry brush this because I wanted to go up another layer after this, and that would be more fine-tuned highlights. So let's go through a little bit of the stippling and the edges of the cloth, and dry brush after that with regular green. And then here we added a little bit of our yellow green to our regular green to kind of like brighten up the boots and all that. I wasn't quite sure yet on where I wanted my highlights to be, or like what my tones to be for the boots and the shoulder pads and the belt, but I wanted it to be a little bit different. So we just kind of brightened it up a little bit. And then here we're going through with our transparent green to basically glaze it back down and just make it slightly different. Just add that contrast between the greens, and this is like where the intimidation factor really comes in. I was like, I'm not really happy with this. As I was doing it, like it's just not the shade I wanted. I wasn't terribly happy with that. I was like, I'll just move on to the next color after this. But I did all the shoulder pads and the gauntlets and the boots and the legs and the belt with this little color, and it worked out pretty good. So So a little bit about the channel. I've been doing some different things with it. I need to get more painting videos up here, but I'm mostly trying to focus on getting like all the tabletop simulator stuff done for the Marvel League that help run with that. If you are interested in participating in an online tabletop simulator league type event for the game, leave a comment below. I'll send you in the right direction. So here we're just going through and we're just bringing those highlights up the next level. Just all the edges of the cloth, the raised edges of that, and just bringing it up a little bit. And I'm really glad I did this. So it's using straight yellow green with this, and it really helped bring everything up to its final highlight for the cloth, that is. You can see here, got the face done pretty much. Just went with the dark blue into a regular blue into a sky blue for the face. Came out pretty good. And we just use our bold titanium white to kind of just give him some eyes. And then we also painted the hammer with a gray color, as well as we're hitting the bulb titanium white. And then we go through with our transparent blue to kind of just make it that little bit of a glow almost. It works pretty well. Let's do a little bit of cleanup throughout. And here we're kind of just working on the base a little bit. I really like doing this with this, it's a yellow ochre color from Monument Paints, and I think the sidewalk stuff turns out really good with it. I don't really know what you call that. Like, you see it on the side of the roads for the sidewalks where it's like a little bumpy for a little bit of texture, and they're typically yellow from what I've always seen. And here we're just kind of trying to get the color of the sidewalk right, because I like to have a little bit of a difference between my sidewalk and where the asphalt would be. So kind of get like a little bit of different tones going on there. I think to me, sidewalk is brighter than the asphalt is. So let's do a little bit of brighter grays, add a little white to it, and then I got a little too bright with it, so I toned it back down. So I took some bronze. You can kind of see it with like his collar. The comics, like it's kind of a, like it's supposed to be the same color as the no, it had a little bit of like a goldish, bronzish color in the comic. So kind of was going for it's around the collar there. It's little detail. Right here, I'm just going through and blacklining the base. If you've seen the other videos, I pretty much do all my bases the same, with some grays, and then I go through and blackline and add some little like nicks in it with some black ink. I like how it turns out. And here I kind of learned this trick from Epic Duck Studios. You kind of just blackline around the feet. This separates the model from the base slightly. I did a little too much right there, so I'm gonna go back through and clean it up a little bit. Alright, that pretty much wraps it up. I really enjoyed painting Ronan again. I appreciate you guys stopping by and taking a look. I actually used one of the bottles that came with it and made like a little A&W root beer type of thing. But yeah, it's fun paint job. Thanks for stopping by. Leave a like if you like to, and comment, subscribe. It always helps, you know. But have a good day. Thanks for stopping by.